So we're here at Weathersfield Cove. This is one of 4 sampling sites we have for a river herring population assessment monitoring program. The assessment operates April, May, and June when the adult river herring are coming back to the river to spawn. We use electrofishing to temporarily stun the fish, and we can get information on relative abundance. It allows us obviously to collect fish, and as we collect them we get critical information on their size, their length, their weight, their sex. Those are all very important pieces of information that we'll be gathering today. In addition to that, we'll bring a portion of the fish that we collect back to the laboratory to get more refined data that's very important for assessment and management of these species, and that's age structure information. So it's not just about the numbers, we want to understand what does the population consist of for its age structure. To do that, we need to extract bones out of their skulls. We also take scale samples back in the laboratory, and that allows us to determine if the fish have been in the river to spawn before, which is also very important for management. The electrofisher is powered by a 7,500 watt generator, so it's a powerful generator, and so we'll do repeated runs. Every time we do a run, which is 500 seconds of shock time, about 8 minutes, 8.3 minutes of actual clock time, we stop and process the fish we have. You know, that may include no fish, a 0 fish run. And today, again, it's the tail end of the run, so we'll see what we have for numbers. Okay, we're gonna get ready to electrofish, and we'll have some more video on that. Okay, so what Gab's doing is putting the anode on, and you can see by those cables, that's how the electricity is delivered to the water, and it's direct current, so the electricity is flowing from the boat to the cables. And so the boat hull itself has a large surface area, right? So it's a weaker distribution of power around the boat, and it becomes more powerful out by these cables. And that's, of course, that's where we want to be stunning the fish as I move the boat along throughout our sampling area. So we've just completed our first run, 500 seconds of time. We got a number of fish. Jordan and Gab are going to be processing the fish. Length data, 2 different length measurements. The sex, you're going to see all that in a moment. Okay, yeah, ready?
174.
Okay, yeah.
149.
Spent female, okay. My office works primarily on working to restore and manage and conduct research on migratory fishes to the Connecticut River Basin, working with other state and federal agency partners and also NGOs. Today, again, we're out here doing population assessment monitoring work on river herring, alewife and blueback, and we do that work because both species numbers are at terribly low numbers of abundance, and in fact, it's illegal to fish for either species. You can't take them in the states of Connecticut, Massachusetts, Rhode Island as well, up into New Hampshire and Vermont. And so the work we're doing is to help inform planning, management measures, and also a larger Atlantic coast group called the Atlantic States Marine Fisheries Commission that I participate on with other agency members that works to manage and restore both these species and other migratory fish species. We're beginning to understand much better some of the factors that influence the population dynamics of these 2 species in the Connecticut River, and we want to use that information to try and come up with some better restoration management strategies. Right now, unfortunately for us, opening up habitat isn't really producing results for us because there are other factors that are limiting to these populations, and a lot of this, we believe, is occurring out in the ocean. And the data we're getting at the fishways, again, where these fish have an opportunity to pass, the numbers are so low, it's not really informative to us anymore. The numbers are just so low. For example, this year at Holyoke, we've only passed 144 blueback herring. And that just speaks to the fact that there's a major issue. In the 80s, we were passing hundreds of thousands of fish there. Our best year was 600,000. So our management plan at Holyoke, as an example, is to pass 300 to 500,000 blueback annually. And as I said, we've done 144 this year. But the work we're doing on these index sites, we are sampling well over 1,000 fish, again, April, May, and June. And this is where we get a lot of really important information that we can use.